Bitches want Nike. They looking for a check. Tell them it ain't likely.
That's my Nike's impersonation. I was at the Under Armour store in New York today.
Well,
and it was very trendy.
Excuse me, that wasn't Adidas impersonation of Nike's. It was awful.
I'm still pushing the Adidas shoes, Joe.
Oh.
I haven't dropped the Adidas shoes. I'm on the Confirmed app. Listeners should be on the Confirmed app and hunting down good Adidas shoes.
Well, that shouldn't take long because there's not much there.
Well, speaking of, we've got a third member of the main crew in the building. Michael, announce yourself.
What's up, guys? Michael making his first appearance on the Handsome podcast and hoping to bring you guys some good news. Like, got a big Michigan W this weekend. I know Spencer Peterson over there going to be bringing his Handsome to Ann Arbor for the first time. Looking forward to seeing him. Joe, not so much. You're a Spartan, but, we'll forgive you. There's no Handsome people over there.
Whatever. That's why you guys keep shooting up 96 to come check out our women. But okay, keep going.
Shooting up 96 to come check out our women. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Slander.
Be that as it may.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm going to try to come up there for the Michigan State game still. I was looking at those flights today. But, yeah.
You guys don't want to leave the city? Don't want to leave New York?
No, I'm open to leaving New York. Just, I don't know. I don't know, but I get all nervous committing to stuff like a month in advance when you're not really. Anybody?
Yeah, I completely agree. And I'll get to this later because, well, I'll get to it now. Screw it. So, a few customers of ours, a few of our friends from back home, are out in Denver, and the Great American Beer Festival is in a week from this weekend, so October 7th, I believe, that weekend, whatever it is. And, yeah, Spence, I was looking at flights about a month ago or so, and they were, $250 round trip, $200 round trip, doable, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, exactly, right. But I didn't know. That's a month and a half. I don't know what's going to be going on a month and a half from now. Like, that's insane. So,
isn't that just like the paradox of airlines? Just like they want you to commit, man.
Oh yeah, airlines are like they want to rope you in.
No.
And they want to tie you down, and you can buy insurance if you'd like.
You can buy the trip insurance that will never actually be paid to you.
Yeah, right. You can buy this. It goes straight to our bottom line.
Yeah.
So anyway, fast forward a month and a week and a half from the Great American Beer Festival in Denver, Colorado, and I've decided I want to go. Right, so I'm all excited. I'll log on to Expedia or what have you, and it's like a $400 round trip now. So, barring a miracle, I may not be able to go, and I completely agree that we should be able to hold this price for at least a month. If you're a guy who hates planning like most guys do, That's just my personal opinion and my personal rant on airlines as a whole, and specifically airlines as they relate to men.
But who will be in Denver that week is fellow main crew customer Derek Ince, and I know he will be disappointed, and he's got that weekend all planned out for you.
Well, no, I know, and that is a major area of concern. He's a great friend of mine. He has a great weekend planned out for me. And I'm hoping to make some calls and get out, pull some strings, if you would.
You want to know what you do? You say that there's some prospective recruiting opportunities at Boulder, Colorado.
Ooh.
And you just get John Deere to comp that trip. Power move.
That's not it's not something to verbalize on a podcast.
Agree. We'll cut that out.
We're gonna edit that out. Oh, good stuff.
But no, I definitely think getting a recruiting trip out there, for the crew and kind of maybe pulling some new customers in, pulling some new people onto the team here. Definitely think we could do that.
We're always trying to outreach. Always trying to outreach.
Well, we do.
Well, hey, Big Joe, what are we talking about this week?
Well, there's a lot that went on, namely the debate, but I don't even want to go there. Do you?
I mean, I was really hoping we could talk about Michigan State football's defeat at the hands of the Wisconsin Badgers.
Well, let's, Saturday was a very humbling day for myself. Not a sobering day. Far from it, actually. But definitely humbling. And, went into work yesterday. I took Monday off. I like to wear a lot of Michigan State gear. But I took Monday off. But I still put on for the team on Tuesday. And all will be made okay on October 29th when Michigan comes up to East Lansing. And like 7 of the 8 past
You having trouble figuring that one out there, Sparty?
Well, no, there's just so many, and
there's a lot of numbers involved.
8 over 7 the last 9 years.
Because
hold on.
If you think about it, you had the Rose Bowl, which we won, Big Ten champion that year, and before that, actually, we had the share of the Big Ten championship. That's 2.
Was that the year you guys played Alabama?
No, that actually came 2 years. Or 3 years after, 2 years after the Rose Bowl, and sandwiched in between that was a Cotton Bowl. Now,
Wow, that Cotton Bowl.
You can. What are you talking about, the Cotton Bowl? Oh, yeah, damn it. I'm talking about the Baylor Cotton Bowl.
You talking about that 049?
Well,
Big Goose.
Anyway. Now you can make fun of us all you want, but just remember, well, you know what happened. You know what happened that fateful October evening.
Fair. Fine.
That's right.
We'll see next time.
So I would like to ask Spencer a question, though, because I got an update today. I want to move to Michigan football. Big game this weekend, obviously, as I mentioned before. And I got an update today saying that Les Miles in 2011 turned down the Michigan job, according to the athletic director of LSU. And I was just wondering if you think Michigan would be in a better position 2 years from now if we had Les Miles in 2011 or Jim Harbaugh when we got him.
2 years from now?
Let Jim Harbaugh get his players in, but assume Les Miles had started in 2011 when we wanted him.
Well, look, I think the bigger question here is, can you compare a mortal man in Les Miles to an immortal man in Jim Harbaugh, a potential god?
I hate this podcast.
Whether or not he lives forever is still to be determined.
I think that's a fair point.
So naturally, I side with gods.
Be that as it may, I don't know what that makes Mark D'Antonio, and I certainly don't know what that makes Urban Meyer. But
I mean, the guy who lost by 24 at home and then disappeared on live TV. Has anybody
what was
seen
that final of the?
Spence, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and hey, that's exactly where my sobriety went. It disappeared, baby, just like that. I mean, we went down by 21, and I'm looking, and I'm like, well, I don't see Connor Cook in that backfield. I don't see any hope. I don't see anything that's going to resemble success today. But I found success.
Well, Joe,
I'll get to that later on.
Just like I know you did, you walked that off, just like you walked your sobriety off.
Well, I did, and I do.
I'm happy for you.
We do things, or things are going on outside of the great state of Michigan. We have a hell of a college football weekend on our hands. Starting off, Louisville and Clemson. Quick, who you got? The spread is Louisville. I think Clemson's getting 2 points, I want to say.
That's a tough bet.
Mike's gambling over here.
There were some bad beats last week, man. Stanford had an unbelievably bad beat where they scored on that defensive touchdown in the last play.
Yeah.
And I know Vegas just lost so much money. But if I had to pick with 2 points, I just like Louisville in that game. I mean, Lamar Jackson, obviously like a Heisman Trophy candidate, looking real good.
Candidate.
They've just kind of shot up the rankings, and they've just been blowing things out. Yeah, I mean, Jabril Peppers is, gotta be up there. But, behind Jabril Peppers might be Lamar Jackson. So,
Jabril Peppers in his one touchdown. Yeah, real impressive.
No, Jabril Peppers is definitely an elite football player.
That doesn't mean he's a Heisman candidate. He's definitely not the best defensive player on your team. Jordan Lewis is a far better player than...
No, that's not true.
Yes.
Jabril Peppers is more valuable, but Jordan Lewis is also an elite player. Thanks for mentioning that. I guess we do have at least two.
I would take
players.
I would take Jordan Lewis and Wormley ahead of Jabril Peppers.
I would take all three of those guys over Malik McDowell on Michigan State.
Well, that's just asinine because Malik McDowell is going to go top 5 in the NFL draft.
You mean that guy with the defensive line that got bull rushed by Wisconsin?
It definitely wasn't McDowell's fault. You can rewatch that game film if you want to.
Yeah.
And the defense did not get bull rushed. We gave them 14 points wrapped up in a fucking bow. God damn it. Can we move on to a new topic?
Well, my fantasy team got a big win this week. Carson Wentz.
Move on to a different topic.
Carson Wentz.
We started talking about Michigan State almost resembling something good, and we're going to go to fantasy football.
Joe's other demise. When we talk about soccer, Joe, there's...
Yes.
I don't know. Actually, no. Why talk about soccer? We should talk about...
I gotta give the listeners the weekly update of my fantasy football team.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Well, last week, there was a glimmer of hope after the Adrian Peterson heist of the century. I sent him off for, as you guys remember, AJ Green, Ryan Matthews, and Alan Hearns.
You did that? Oh my god.
Mike, you're not... Mike. Oh, shit. I haven't published the show yet.
It'll come.
It's like, Mike, why haven't you listened to the last show? Because it's on my desktop.
So anyway, so just to recap for those of you who might have missed, I shipped off Adrian Peterson, Demarius Thomas, and Deshaun Jackson for AJ Green, Ryan Matthews, and Alan Hearns. And I pushed this trade through literally minutes before the breaking news that Adrian Peterson would be pretty much out for the year. Well, yeah, it turns out all three players that I got suck. Now, obviously AJ Green's a monster. He had an off game. But Demarius Thomas goes on to score 25, and Deshaun Jackson scored 20. They tripled my actual production. And I put up 55 points this week. Regardless, I got doubled up and then some. And I'm 0-3, and it's obviously not looking good. I was all excited. Got this trade. Thursday morning, Gronk's playing. Oh my god, finally, Gronky Kong, he's back. He's going to save my team. And, obviously 0 points.
Gronky Kong.
Joe, I had Gronk also.
Yeah, it was a rough week, right?
My team is in better shape than that, but Gronk definitely hurt my week last week, and I took my first loss.
Well, I got to love Matthew Berry. And
Matthew Berry screwed... Oh, man.
Oh man. Were you watching his Periscope?
You guys have too much time on your hands.
I was watching fantasy football now, man. ESPN hooks up with those insider information. I'm never going to watch it again. I think I appreciate my own judgment more now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Mike.
Oh, that's fair.
I think you're flattering yourself.
You guys have too much
but I'm a
time
customer
on
of
your
Game.
hands.
Not only do
That's a podcast. What are you talking about? We got too much time on our hands.
You're watching ESPN Fantasy and Matthew Berry watching his Periscope.
His Periscope is great bathroom material. It was 10, 15 minutes of live questioning.
How long are you on the can for? 10 to 15 minutes.
If you'd let
10
me
to 15 minutes of live questioning.
If you'd let me finish, I'm on there for 6 to 7, right? And you're halfway through, you're not getting off. I mean, are you kidding? This is Matthew Berry shining down fantasy goodness on you, and you're just chilling, So get off my ass.
So it's clear that's what Joe's bathroom hobby is. But I'll tell you what, if you guys use iOS, have you guys had iOS 10 yet? Any of you guys updated?
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, no.
Come out.
You've got to get this app called Game Pigeon. I'm telling all of you right now listening, this thing called Game Pigeon is amazing. You can send games through iMessages, and it sends you back alerts through text, and it's just really addicting. The best game on it is 8-Ball Pool, but there's other stuff.
I'm gonna
there.
borrow-
I come back to the theme of
Yes,
you having
yes.
too much time on
You can
your
drop
hands.
that right now.
You can leave that one. You know what you know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna download this and I'm gonna play some 8-Ball on my iPhone. That's something.
Look, man, everyone's got to have some leisure time. When you go to the gym and you're in between sets, like you're just like taking turns.
Bullshit, you're playing.
You are
8-Ball
not at
inside.
the gym playing iPhone games.
No,
How much do you want on that?
Oh my god.
Well, then I think it goes without saying that you are at Planet Fitness, correct?
No. I don't go. I don't go to a place that doesn't have a squat rack or a bench bar. I go to Lifetime Fitness.
And then you bench for about 30 minutes because you're playing video games for 24.
No, man, these are quick. It's perfect. But like,
No,
all right, I will
facts.
say though, our selection that I get to look at in the gym is not quite like Equinox. I'm like kind of hindered with like some old Jewish men, and it's whatever. It's like that's where I live, but.
Yeah, my bougie Equinox membership. There's definitely some hot women, but
I can't believe you're a member of Equinox.
yeah. Well,
I mean, Kanye West is.
huh?
I mean, Kanye West is a member of Equinox.
Kanye, yeah, we're looking for every bad bitch together. He has definitely not scooped them all, but that's
Or with his wife.
this is definitely a relevant male topic. I just don't know or really understand if it's ever acceptable to hit on a chick at the gym. I've never seen it done effectively or successfully. I've never even heard like a legendary story of it being, a successful endeavor.
I think that like hitting on at the gym has to be a situation where you at least have some acquaintance with the girl, like a straight up like cold case, like you go up to a girl random. I feel like has never been successful. It's just not like an ideal situation. I feel like.
Joe, you got insights here?
Well, I have more than insights. It actually, it happens in the reverse more oftentimes than not for me.
Oh.
And I'll be
While you're in the midst of
I'll
playing
be-
8-Ball pool on your iPhone?
no, that's Michael. That's Michael. I'm finishing up, rep number 25 of my 250-pound reps. And these women come up to me. They're flocking to me. It's actually unbelievable. And I'm just like, get out of here. Get out of here. They're like pigeons. So no, I'm kidding. I haven't been to the gym
They're
in
like
a year and a half or something like that. So I don't have much to offer. But
Jesus.
no, I don't think I would do that either because it's kind of it's like I'm not going there for that. If I wanted to get hit on, I assume women go to like the bar to get hit on, right? I mean that's where I usually would do that, right?
That's probably true. I think it's relatively
Right?
socially unacceptable to hit on a woman at the gym. But
I agree. They're not there for that unless they have like a bunch of makeup on and all that crap.
well, I think the way you have to do it. So at Equinox, there's a lot of these classes. That's really what makes the membership worth it. Is you get to go to all these classes for free, like the yogas or the boot camps or like the have a perfect butt classes. Which hey, for the men out there, I tell you, having a nice ass is important. I'm telling you.
You just worded that horribly.
I'm telling you. That is a
Wait,
total
for
fact.
guys?
Women, I'm telling you, talk to women. Women check out dudes' asses. And so do guys. Guys check out guys' asses. I'm
Girlfriend
telling
says
you.
she says I have a great ass all the time.
I'm telling you. I have confirmed this through unscientific personal bias research, but there's definitely some importance to having a good butt. But what I was going to say is when you're in said buttocks classes, I think that's when you can start to strike up a conversation. Because you've maybe then seen these gals at the gym a few times. You go into the class, it's like, oh, you kind of know who each other are. You maybe, I don't know, oh, you really know that move well or something. I don't know. That's still really perverted and fucking lame. But I'm going to think more about this.
So yeah, I would even think that's a little more creepy, but whatever.
I digress.
Yeah, I do. I digress a lot.
I digress a lot.
You know
My
someone who does
girlfriend's-
not digress at all?
Who?
Tim Tebow.
Oh my god, he had a home run today.
What? In an MLB game?
But
It was hardly an MLB game, but it was his first professional game nonetheless.
Michael,
No.
tell me you did not watch the game.
No, of course not. These games are not televised. These games are not televised. But I did look at my Twitter feed and catch Tim Tebow going yard opposite field in his first at bat, which was mighty impressive. I'm also convinced, though, that Tim Tebow had no idea where the ball was because it sure wasn't looking at it, and he was running like he had just hit a ground ball. So,
That's pretty funny. Well, Mike, you're a believer in the fact that you could hit a base hit off of an MLB pitcher.
okay, this is what I said. I said if a pitcher goes out there and is throwing anywhere from 90 to 95, and I had 10 at bats, I would not strike out every single time. I would at least put the ball in play. I'm going to go with 1 to 2 times.
Just put it
And
in play.
just say,
Hang on.
yeah, just put in play. Just put
Are
in
they-
play. We're not.
are
It could
they
be a
throwing-
fly ball or it could be a ground ball.
Well, you
They're
could
throwing
bunt.
just
Oh no! We're not bunting. This is batting practice.
This is a man's game, a main
Yeah,
cruise
no.
game. Go
we're
ahead, Joe.
not bunting. We're not playing 8-ball.
We're not playing 8-ball
But
between squat rack sets.
Mike,
Yo,
are
I
these
got
guys-
one. I got 135 on here. I'm doing some deep fucking squats.
Yeah. I'm up to 305. Jesus, you bench that much? No.
No,
My combo, bro.
my pool combo.
Everyone needs
No,
hobbies.
Mike.
Everyone needs hobbies.
Is it like fastballs only, or can they throw a 90-95 like little Mariano Vera
So
cut?
this is kind of like where it gets tricky, right? Like I'm a lefty, and like if Aroldis Chapman was up there, he might strike me out 10 straight times. But
He
like
might.
if we're talking like Bartolo Colon or someone like that, like
Hey,
I can
Bartolo
make-
plays for the Mets and is an elite pitcher. These New York pitchers are elite.
I think he threw up a meatball on purpose to D. Gordon in that first at bat. That ball that he hit out for the what's it called? The first game after Jose Fernandez, which was, by the way, the saddest thing that's ever happened. But
Definitely not the saddest thing that's ever happened. But I do digress. Very, very sad.
yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. That was a cool moment. I don't know if you guys saw it, but that's just like one of those things that it's almost like superhuman, I think, where like after they do this huge event, like on his first, what people don't talk about was that before that pitch that he hit out, he actually batted from the right side because he's a lefty to honor Jose Fernandez that he was in the batter's box. And so I thought it was really cool that he batted from the right side and then switched over and then went yard. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it definitely was, Mike, and the hats off to the Miami Marlins and how I think the whole night I did watch some highlights of this because I wasn't aware of how big of obviously I don't live in Miami, so I wasn't aware of how big of an impact he was on the town itself, on the city itself. But being Cuban American and obviously the heavy population, the U.S. relations with Cuba, I saw Dan Le Batard, another ESPN anchor. I forget his name. I think Eduardo Perez. I want to say his name was.
Yeah, I think you're right. That sounds right.
Yeah, they did a nice eulogy, I would say, to him. And overall, just seemed like a really fun-loving guy. And yeah, it was perfect how D. Gordon just went yard because I was looking at a picture of D. Gordon walking out earlier that day, and they had the 16 on the mound. And he looked to just be in disbelief. And I guess people who were at the game, on Twitter, they were saying how not only D but pretty much all of the other Miami Marlin players were all crying at that moment. So. Kind of weird how sports can work sometimes. Or sport doesn't have to be sports, but sports worked in this time. We're kind of a pick-me-up moment. Ended up winning the game, and what I thought was really cool was the Mets Twitter account tweeting out afterwards. Final, I think it was 9-3 Marlins, and then it was like bigger than baseball. RIP, JF 16, whatever it was. So
Speaking of Miami, season finale of Ballers, which is one of 2 shows that I watch. Actually,
Hang on.
3. All
you-
HBO.
is this going to contain spoilers? Hang on.
Huh? No. Spoiler-free podcast. Oh.
I haven't watched season 2, so
Fine.
I will say that the season finale was excellent of Ballers. I thought.
It definitely took the show in like a more characterization direction, which is good, because otherwise it's just been a lot of, oh, look at this dude wearing like sick clothes and driving a sick car, and like that's it.
They're definitely trying to capture the Entourage audience. You know, they're made by the same people, obviously, but you know, up until that point, they hadn't really done a great job of representing it in the same way, I thought, and they took a good step. You know, the thing that my issue with Ballers is he's a financial manager, and you're always going to have the comparison with that in Entourage, right? And you know, Vinny Chase is this huge movie star that just kind of makes him just a cooler character, in my opinion. So I don't know if Ballers could ever really reach the height of Entourage.
oh, no way it can.
You'd be surprised what money and like good actors can do. Although I won't exactly call The Rock like an outstanding actor, but you know, he is The Rock.
Yeah, it is The Rock. Yeah, he is an outstanding actor.
Well, then maybe it could be better than Entourage. Who knows?
No, there's no Ari Gold, so it can't be better.
It'd be pretty impressive though if like The Rock came out of retirement in the show, like with that injured back, and just took the show over himself.
That would be so lame. Come on, some 45-year-old guy like out there. I'm a baller.
Be like
No,
Gridiron
you know what-
Gang. Be like,
you know-
it'd be
you know
like
what'll
the
be-
people, the Gridiron Gang.
You know what'll be weird is if The Rock gives up his football dreams and his agent dreams and like does something weird like joins fake wrestling or something.
Joins the WWE and has a stupid nickname like The Rock. And wears spandex.
It's a good thing Travis isn't on this podcast.
You know, Travis, who has been on other previous Handsome shows, is a huge WWE fan and lame-o for being a WWE fan, as we like to say.
No, you
Hey,
better be
there
careful.
could,
There's
there
a
could be
lot
some
of
WWE fans
out here.
listening
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Well, hey, I don't dislike the WWE. That was just a funny joke.
I happened to catch a highlight the other day of Stone Cold running into a ring of like 30 people, and he stunned every single one of them. And I'll say that was kind of impressive.
Did you
But
seek that out on YouTube.com, Michael?
No, I didn't.
I just happened to catch this old school clip of Steve
Yeah,
Austin.
Stone Cold, who hasn't been in a ring in 10 years. Yeah.
where
You'll
were
find
you?
some crazy stuff on Twitter, man. It's like my news outlet. Twitter's
Oh.
really just become like the
Twitter's-
only thing I use to find out information.
100%.
Going to be a Salesforce acquisition, potentially. Mark Benioff, he's looking at it.
Michigan man.
Mark Benioff went to Michigan?
Wait, I thought the founder of Twitter did go to Michigan.
Oh, Dick Costolo. Oh. Yeah, he
there
did.
we go. There we go.
Dick Costolo did. He was a comedian. He's left Twitter, though. He was axed. It wasn't such a good exit. But
That's not good to hear. It
Well,
was
he's-
probably
hang on.
because he was
Don't
just,
look
like,
up.
too much evil.
Don't look it up. We're going to play the game. Where did Mark Benioff go to college? Don't look it up.
I won't.
It is a... Just give it a shot in the dark, both of you first.
Do you know the answer to this, or are you also
looked it
blind
up.
guessing?
Well, I looked it up, yeah.
Whoa. For those who
yeah.
don't know, Mark Benioff is the CEO of Salesforce, which is a company, I think their market cap is like $50 billion.
Oh,
But,
God. So,
Mark Benioff's a beast. He's
Yeah.
definitely a beast.
can you
Net
give
worth-
me a region of the country that I'm going from?
No. You
We're
need
gonna
to give
narrow
us
it down, Michael.
give us some kind of college. If I had to give it a shot in the dark,
Spencer, you're the only one who might get this, because you might.
I don't know where he went to school. God, I want to say something odd, like not like a Boston college, but maybe like
I was thinking Boston, yeah.
Tufts or like University of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, both of those are wrong, and I'm going to give you your first hint.
Okay.
It is within the last 30 years, sometime within the last 30 years, could be currently, could be 30 years, it has been a college football, one of the top dogs.
Miami?
Texas.
Both wrong.
Oh.
I assume you don't mean Miami of Ohio.
Did he go to Notre Dame?
I will continue my questioning. And this is the one that's going to get it. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Lendale White.
Oh,
USC.
USC, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Patriots.
He went to USC?
Yeah.
What a life, man.
Yep.
He went to the beach all
USC's
day.
got a really interesting curriculum. They're like really liberal arts, almost more like fine arts.
Almost like
more
sit on the
than-
beach and look at beautiful women and root for the football team that's paying their players.
See, I hear that's what like the perks of going to Santa Barbara are. Santa Barbara is all the perks of like the lifestyle of California, but not the academics.
The academics of California?
Well, USC, I'm saying like so. I have talked to Ty Isaac, the running back for Michigan who used to play for USC, and he said he always used to head to UC Santa Barbara to party because, in his words, that was where all the good-looking women were.
Wow. Well,
And everyone went to the beach.
inside
Everyone
scoop.
went to the beach after class, and it was like crazy.
that California education.
Yeah.
Well, he did transfer to
The Harvard of the West. Or should I say the
Harvard of the West.
Michigan of the West?
Okay. Well, but speaking of USC, we had, and I guess it ties into your Les Miles thing earlier. First of all, I love Les Miles. I think he's like one of the coolest guys in college football.
Tournament interim head coach.
And yeah, and Orgeron, right? Is that how you pronounce
I think
it?
it's Ed Ogeron.
Okay, well, it's Coach O. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
No, it is seriously. That's like what people call him, I guess.
Okay.
And we have a great quote over the weekend, and Coach O brought a rope to the team meeting right after he was announced the interim head coach, and had everyone touch the rope and quote, "We're all pulling in one direction." So I thought that was that was just awesome. Pretty much. I mean, you can't get more symbolic than that. And shout out to the guys at Part of My Take. Coach O is football guy. I mean, and I think Big Cat was saying
did
that
you
on
get that from
podcast.
Barstool Sports?
Of course. Pardon my take. If you guys listened to this podcast, it was one of the podcasts that I recommended to everyone because those guys over at Barstool are awesome and I love them.
They're taking over the sports entertainment world over there. I've been seeing
they
a
really
lot.
are.
I will say that phrase was arguably very similar to what Western Michigan's rolling with over there in Row the Boat. So
row the boat, and
Row
their
the
coach
Boat's
is about to
big.
get.
I was trying to, if the Michigan-Wisconsin game wasn't going on this weekend, I was definitely heading up to Mount Pleasant for arguably game day. There was a petition going on that, there are some big games going on, so I see why it doesn't happen, but every now and then they'll send college game day to those like MAC schools, or there's like North Dakota State. I think it would be really cool. That's a big matchup for the state of Michigan there.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. So, but anyway, shout out to Les Miles. I'm sure he'll be the head coach of, I don't know, where's he going to go?
He's going to be he's going to be an analyst for Michigan.
Shut up. You know what would be awesome, though, is if he took Brian Kelly's job at Notre Dame and just, like, crazy-ass Les Miles walks into Notre Dame. I think that was on Part of My Take as well, so sorry for stealing their stuff.
It could happen. Yeah, why don't you just, like, source them the entire time, Joe? Like, use your own insights, man. We can make our own.
I'm using the
sports. I
owl.
mean, it basically
I'm using
is-
the owl.
Yes.
MLA sighting, bro. But, all right, yeah. So I'll think of another school you can go to. USC, right? That pretty much make it full circle this entire podcast, so that'd be exciting.
Funny how it worked out that way.
Maybe he'll go to Michigan State. I think they're going to need a new coach after this year.
Yeah, that's funny.
After the 6-6 season.
Yeah, maybe when your coach realizes he just kind of pushed out of the NFL, he'll head back there and try to make up for his failings.
Try to go to another Super Bowl or 3 straight NFC title games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
That's
All right.
right.
Yeah.
Should have won that game, too, if he didn't get out coached by his brother.
He should have won the Super Bowl. It was bullshit. The lights went out, and I mean, Colin Kaepernick literally is he's not a good quarterback.
He's starting right now behind
Don't say that,
Blaine
man.
Gabbert.
Don't say that, man.
It was Benjamin Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, plain Blaine fucking Gabbert.
Did any of you guys, by the way, see that thing last week where those team? I forgot what two teams it was, but they like made a full circle around the logo. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it was. Wasn't it the Falcons and the Saints on Monday Night Football?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who am I kidding? Yes, it was the Falcons and the Saints on Monday Night Football. Like, I watched Monday Night Football. All right.
What are you guys talking about? Why are they making a circle around the logo?
Well, they showed we're together, like pulling the rope. We're all in this together, right?
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I know it was all right.
It was a really different way than like the usual kneel, and I don't even have whatever my opinion is on the kneel. I thought that the circle was just like it was a more symbolic way of showing we're all together. It's cool.
Nice. Well, hey, I think that kind of rounds up the Blitz. We kind of just ran through it, and I didn't get to go, the Blitz, like I always get to, so I wanted to make sure I got that in there just now.
Can you do it one more time?
The Blitz! The Blitz, the Blitz! Yeah.
I look forward to that every Wednesday night, which is when we tape this show. And, I just don't get it. So, thank you, Spencer.
But I want to fit one more in thing, since we're talking about the NFL, and I mentioned this before. Andy Dalton, for all you people looking to succeed, look at his hairstyle 2 years ago when he was playing quarterback. He was terrible. All of a sudden, he becomes the Red Rifle when he gets a new hairstyle. It's amazing. And now he's this all of a sudden great quarterback. Look at what a little confidence will do for you. This might be a little bit of a plug, but look at the numbers, man. It's there.
Well, you want a football related plug. I'll give you. You guys all know Jonathan Manziel, right, Johnny?
Yes, of course.
So I tell you, I like to think of Johnny Manziel as my hair, where I've got this potential to.
Your hair does coke on the regular?
off of stripper. Whoa, that's slander.
Sorry,
that's slander. Not okay.
I said that.
I'm a Manziel fan, but what I wanted to get into was my hair. It has this ability. It could hang out with Drake and win a Heisman Trophy and be all these cool things, or my hair could be like this bad decision maker, alcoholic, not sleeping through practice. And for me, that kind of behavior is when I shampoo with sulfates.
Oh,
I mean, alcoholism is to humans as chemical, non-natural shampoo and conditioner is to your mane.
So could you say Spencer's hair is to Johnny? Wait, no.
Having trouble there again, Sparty?
Think this through. Think this through.
No, give me. I'm trying to make a great comparison.
Draw the diagram
Between
out, Joe. Think hard.
Kevin Sumlin and our main crew products. Main crew is Kevin Sumlin. Finkel is Einhorn.
What? Kevin Sumlin, Texas A&M's undefeated. Don't snooze on the Aggies. They might be good again this year.
Yeah, they might be. And Mike, I just wanted to kind of retort your claim that Dalton's a good quarterback. They're 1-2 with a 1-point win over the New York Jets, who suck. So.
Yeah, that is true. But last year they were great, and they were going to go far in the playoffs until he broke his thumb.
Yeah, they were going to go far in the playoffs until they remember they're the Bengals.
Until they play Tom Brady's Patriots.
The Lions were going to be good this year until they took the field.
Hey, don't talk bad about my Lions. We are just warming the season up. You want to know who else is 1-2? You want to know who else is 1-2? The Panthers. Okay, we'll be just fine.
I have not watched a single down of Lions football, and it feels amazing.
It's right. It does.
It feels amazing. I could care less. That team sucks. That franchise sucks.
The only time I saw it was on Red Zone, and it pissed me off.
And the only reason I watched the Giants is to check out OBJ, which, again, great hair. You want to talk about a man who's taking care of the hair.
Yeah, and you want to talk about a man who's crazy. You mentioned OBJ.
Yeah, he's definitely crazy.
Oh, dude, that guy has so many screws loose up in his head, but he's great. He's a great wide receiver, so who cares?
Yeah. Facts. We're only laying down facts. So, I think we've now closed out the Blitz. Who's got Lion Orders this week? Lion Orders, where we, for new listeners or a reminder, our suggestions that you must do. Our Orders Day Lion. Lion Orders.
I got an Order Day Lion. October is here. It is the greatest, one of the greatest months of the year, probably the greatest month of the year, in all honesty. And we want to start it off with some hard cider, and not just any hard cider. But what you're going to do is you're going to buy a nice gallon of local apple cider. I know you might not get that in the city, Spence, but I'm sure you can persist and find it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to either drink or pour half that out, and you're going to fill the rest of it with Fireball. And then you're going to be happy. And then your team could lose 30-6 against Wisconsin at home, but you'll still have a great night. And that is my line order for the week. Cider plus Fireball equals happiness equals main crew equals Kevin Sumlin.
Equals Kevin Sumlin.
Nice. Mike, you're new to the show. This is it.
I was kind of thinking, man. I don't know. So I guess like my line order would be kind of also bridging to the fall. I saw a few people out there today in 65-degree weather wearing jackets. And if I had to say line order, I would say enjoy the sun because it really isn't that cold yet. And still go out and do all those things that you would do. Like the lake hasn't even gotten cold yet. Like go out on the lake. It could be fun. And I would say enjoy this last Michigan weather because everyone knows it gets cold really quickly. And it will be long.
Fair. It was like borderline snowing tonight in New York. It was really odd. It was like a frozen sleet.
See, that's kind of depressing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I will say though, my winter wardrobe is better than my summer wardrobe, so it happens. I mean, everyone's got good clothing for somewhere, right?
yeah, I think that's true for most ones. That's a solid line order. Stay out in the summer. Mine,
Oh, well, what about my line order? What's wrong with mine?
no,
What are you,
Joe-
not a Kevin Sumlin fan?
Oh, Joe, you had a great line order. You're doing great.
Dude, Kevin Sumlin's always in the sun down in Texas, dude. It's not even like fair.
Oh, please. Where is Texas A&M in Texas?
The agriculture miners.
Yeah, College Station, sure. No way. College Station might not be that hot all year round.
It's in Texas, man. It's like
Dude,
always
you wouldn't know this because you don't go to big bowl games and win one and get not so much in the other, but it gets cold down in Dallas, Texas, apparently.
Well, I only know one person that lives in Texas. Well, two people, and that is fellow main crew member Alex Davis over there in Houston, and then other team back-to-back member in Max Blinderman in Austin. So, couldn't tell you.
We'll have to ask them. I'm sorry, Spence. What's your line order? Tell me about it.
I'll go on the lame train, and I'll say my line order
Yet again.
is in the wake of the debate, which we don't talk about. I think everyone should register to vote and exercise their right.
All right.
All right.
Free Americans. So my line order is make sure you're registered to vote. It's not that hard, and we all have these things now, hopefully called iPhones.
Can you register on your iPhone?
I'm sure you can. I actually don't know, but you know what? I'm going to go blasé and say, yeah, you can, Joe. Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, I just registered to vote the other day, actually, Spence. So nice one.
Bam, but bam. Who? Joe, you got some goats. Who's got goats?
I have the goats, and no one else will have another goat because we've already paid homage to Jose Fernandez, and he is one of the goats. And the other goat is someone we haven't even talked about yet, but we'll kind of close the show with mention of Mr. Arnold Palmer, who also passed away this week. Obviously, I guess he was like the coolest guy in golf. Wasn't alive when he was, in his heyday or whatever. So, but I guess the ladies loved him. Everyone on tour loved him. Just a really all around cool guy. I know Tiger Woods had a great relationship with Arnie. And funny story, we were all sitting around the TV and the news broke, and I was like, "Oh no, Arnold Palmer died!" And this guy next to me goes, "Oh, you mean the guy who made those awesome drinks?" I was like, "Oh my god, Jesus!"
Jeez.
It was
Well,
awful.
here's a hot
But,
take. Who bagged more women, Tiger Woods or Arnold Palmer?
Going Tiger Woods.
Gotta be Tiger, right?
Yeah, I'm going Tiger Woods.
Doesn't it?
It's one of those things
I mean,
though,
like-
where like Arnold Palmer was like before like the era of social media, and
No, I
I
know.
guess you just don't. He could have just been like a rock star, and just no one knew.
Yeah, no,
But you
that,
could
that-
argue the opposite. You could say on social media now, you literally, if you're Tiger Woods, you could just drop a DM on most of the continental United States.
Yeah,
Well, the
right.
continental United States. What a terrible statement that was. But most of the country. And
What's wrong
Shazam.
with that? Oh yeah,
At the same time, if Tiger Woods walked into a bar, it might have the same effect.
yeah. I'd like to submit a third entrant and make this a triple threat match.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, we'll end it there. So just closing again, rest in peace to Jose Fernandez and rest in peace to Arnold Palmer. This was the Handsome Show brought to you by Main Crew.
Shazam.